Hey everybody, it's Junior, and this is an episode of Ask Junior, or a segment of Ask Junior for the Dale Junior Download. And appreciate everybody tuning in. Want to say thanks to Xfinity. As you know, Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. That's what we're using right now as we speak. And it's booming like the roar of a NASCAR engine on race day. Fastest V8 engine, reliable as an elite pit crew. Gives you the power and speed to have NASCAR in your home or podcast, whatever you want to do. Choose the right plan for you, and you're off to the races. And it's a great experience. It's a great experience actually being a customer. Sometimes you'll get an email and they'll say, "Hey, we're going to double your speed," just because. I don't know why they do that, but I love it. We're always ready to go faster around here, and Xfinity Wi-Fi gets the job done. So thank you, Xfinity, for everything you do for us. They've been a great partner here for the Dirty Mo Media crew for years, supporting NASCAR in all types of ways, obviously. So just a great partner. We love the support, and we love being customers. So thank you. So let's get right to it, man. Let's get some questions. Are we populating out there?
We are. Yeah, someone in the YouTube chat says, "Is this real?" So yeah, we are
What
live.
real?
I don't know. Is real life? I don't know. If they're
Do I
talking
need to
about
hold up a sign like with my
with today's newspaper?
Yeah.
But no, the YouTube chat is going. It's great to see everybody. But this first question is from Pat, and they saw you tweeted a great story. I think it was yesterday about Mark Martin, and they wanted to know what was that moment like watching Mark arc into the corner, and what other lessons have you learned from him over the years?
Yeah, so it was early in the morning. Yeah, it's a fun Twitter post I made. Just kind of came to me, but I'll never forget this moment. I never will. There's some moments in life, right, that just imprint. And I was young. Mark was always the car to beat when we would go to Xfinity races, and he would unload the Winn Dixie car. It was like, gosh, he just had another 3/10 that nobody had everywhere. And it was just like Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series. He was going to be one of the guys that he's going to go out there and lead every lap, and it's going to be hard to beat. But you would watch him in practice, and we would show up, and Xfinity was the first. They didn't have the Truck Series back then. Xfinity was the first car on the racetrack for the weekend. Track hadn't had a lap on it. A little bit dirty, very green, dusty a little bit. We pull out on the racetrack, and he would go out and put a lap down. He would hammer the gas and drive off into one full commit. I'm in my first or second year of Xfinity, and I got to work up to it. I'm going to run my best lap around lap 5 or 6 and still be in the top 5 in practice, right? If not one of the fastest cars. But Mark could go out there and just boom off into one. I'm like, so I wanted to be great at Charlotte, and it was a track that was very intimidating to me. He had a very nasty bump down into turn 1. I'd busted my ass and wrecked a car there testing, and I'd wrecked off a turn. I'd wrecked a lot at Charlotte. So I'm like, I pull out on pit road, and there's Mark Martin sitting there waiting for the official to wave us onto the track, and I work my way up there toward Mark. I'm going to follow him out there. So we go off on the racetrack, and I'm going through the gears. He's hauling ass. I'm like, shit. I'm trying to keep up with him. We go through 3 and 4 wide open, trying to build up speed. Come off turn 4, bouncing around down the front straightaway. And I'm like, man, I'm scared. It's the only word I can really use to describe it. I'm scared because I know to stay with him, I'm going to have to go in the corner like he does. And that's hard to do. And I didn't want to wreck. I'd wrecked a lot at Charlotte. I just was like, I got to figure Charlotte out. And we're headed down the front straightaway, and I start to fade to turn into the corner. I start fading left to get down into the bottom of the corner, and he just drives straight, really wide arc, and just stealing the gas, and there's dirt flying off the right side tires because he's out there in that nasty mess, and it wow down in there, and he's gone. I was like, God almighty, how? How did he? Why? He didn't have to do that. He knows his car's amazing. He knows it's going to be fast. He doesn't have to go out there and really do anything in practice. He's just going to, qualify and race and win. But here he is, first minute of practice, he has went off into that corner faster than anybody else will go all weekend. And I was like, holy shit, dude. I mean, that's what a Cup driver is right there. I got a long ways to go. And, man, it was something. I'll never forget it. Mark, I would end up racing Mark a little bit throughout the year in 98 and 99. One of my proudest moments was passing him at Richmond on the outside and beating him. Heads up. Holy shit. Man, I was proud because I knew Dad was watching and all that, And Mark has always been so supportive to me, friendly to me. We were teammates. But he taught me and everyone else during those years when he was racing in the Xfinity Series so much. And he was such a great example for folks like me to sort of try to emulate. And I might be Dale Earnhardt's son, but I'll be honest, a lot of the things that I learned on the racetrack and what I was able to do as a driver in my career are due to Mark Martin and what he taught me. So, he was a great guy to race against and learn from.
Wow. I love that. Yeah. I love that you kind of mentioned the fearlessness of just go. That's the one thing I don't think I can comprehend quite yet about you race car drivers. It's just like you have to have a certain level of fearlessness to attack each corner the way you do. Yeah. But next question is from Tom. How was the beer toast as a crew chief? You didn't get to celebrate it as an owner, but as the winning crew chief, how was that?
So I was not going to be there physically for the beer toast that they had scheduled. So I called the shop and I said, "Hey, I'm coming over and I just want to speak to the employees." I didn't want to do a beer toast. I didn't even think about ringing the victory bell. All I wanted was to get a microphone and say to everybody, "Thank you." And so, but they, as our employees do, they take the baton and they do what they do. And when I got there, we ended up ringing the bell a little bit, but so Allie got to ring it, which was fine. I did not want to do it, but I didn't even think about it. I just wanted to say thank you because being able to sit on the pit box and pit and crew chief the race was something I would have never asked for. There's certainly people at Junior Motorsports that are more qualified, have done it already, that have the experience, that could do it. So I would have never assumed or asked for that opportunity, but it was great to go through that experience. I was way more involved in what happened on Saturday than I thought I would be. Man, it just it was a damn dream come true. It got really comfortable. I guess in stage 2, I got super comfortable with kind of helping run things as it was, but it was great. Man, what a great experience.
As the owner, you obviously see all the hard work that gets done in the shop, but as the crew chief and then seeing the things that they made your job easier, do you have a greater appreciation this week for the crew and the shop floor?
I think the appreciation was already way up there. It's just I'm just grateful to be able to have this opportunity to see the sport through so many different vantage points and lenses, right? Man, I would have never thought that I would get a chance to live a day in a crew chief's shoes, right? And that's what happened. I went through the entire weekend and just really tried to understand the experience, and it's a lot of pressure. I knew they were under a lot of pressure, and I'm sitting there going, "All right, we can try this strategy, win the stage, and stay out and run to lap, 70 or so, or 67, 68. Nobody else is going to do this." So I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb, and if I run Connor out of gas, everybody's gonna go, "Yep, that's why Dale Jr. shouldn't have been on the pit box." And so I was standing there I was standing over the engineers, literally shouting at them, going, "Are you sure we can make it on fuel? Because god darn, we're gonna look like idiots." And so I was so angry, but I needed to scare the truth out of them, I guess. But it was fun as hell. But I was like, if we do this, we got to be sure about it. And I asked the engineer next to me. I said, I want to be one lap to the good on fuel. Can I be one lap to the good on fuel? Can you promise me we can run a 101 lap race? And he said, yep, no problem. And then I screamed at him a couple times to tell me if that was true or not. And he said he never changed his answer. And I was like, all right, I'm buying in. We're doing it. And so we made the commitment to make that strategy work. And we had talked about that strategy on Wednesday in the meeting, in the team debrief. And so it was sitting right there in front of us, like, hey, here's your chance. Mm-hmm. And that's not really what won the race. Connor won. We lost the track position that we were trying to get through the strategy, and Connor went back and got it past the two at the end. So he's the reason we won the race, not the pit call, but it was fun as running that deal. And I'm telling you, by the third stage, I was running it. Sorry for my language.
Hell yeah,
dude! I was on that. I was on it. It was my team by that point. It was awesome.
It sounds like a blast.
It was a blast.
I do have a follow-up about the beer toast, but since we're on the topic, you're talking about all the different vantage points that you have been able to do. And I saw a comment in the YouTube chat from Kelly. Is the next job going to be spotting? Could we ever see you up on the spotter stand?
I spotted for my friend Brad Means. That's Jimmy Means' son. He was racing a late model at Tri-County in 1997 or 8.
All right, so you did it.
I spotted for him and had drove him right into a wreck. So,
oh, great.
Yeah, I don't want to spot. Spotting is miserable, man. They're up on the roof. It's your cover. You can't. You gotta wear long sleeves. It's 100 degrees.
Get a cool shirt.
It's hot. It's miserable, and you get blamed for everything. And I don't know, no fun. And they're moody, and they're a little. Oh boy, the spotter gossip and the back. Oh, I don't know. That ain't for me. TJ's told me enough to make me not want to ever spot.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, come up on the roof and watch from up there. I'm like, no. What? No, I'll just get in a suite right underneath you. But yeah, I would absolutely love to crew chief again. Now I'm not, and you can, we talk about this early in the show. There's things about the crew chiefing job that I didn't do. Surely, yes, I understand that. I'm not a fool. I know there were a lot of things. I never fooled with the adjustments that we made between practice and qualifying, and then getting the car from qualifying back into the race. I let Pat handle that. I didn't even know what they did. I could see it on a sheet, look at it, but I didn't care. I'm like, I'm not messing with that. You just make sure you do what you're supposed to do, Pat. But I would love to call a race again. It's fun. It's an adrenaline rush, and getting off the pit box and just setting that tire down there. It's not hard to do, but you can screw it up. And the guys that are coming around the car, the jackman, the changer, they'll tell you, don't screw it up. These are the things you can do to slow this pit stop down. Don't do that. So, I mean, it's fun. It's fun to be part of it. And it's fun to get on the radio and coach the driver to fire up the pit crew for the pit stops and stuff. They respond to that, and that was neat, being the coach, if you will. That was freaking awesome.
So it's fun to be a crew chief, not fun to be a spotter.
Listen, we won the race too.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
yeah. It's always fun when you win.
Yeah, it's fun because it all worked out. Now, it could have been really miserable very easily. Yeah.
But, for example, it wouldn't be fun if you get blamed for your driver coming down pit road when it's closed, which leads into the next question from Dan. Yeah. Have you given TJ hell for Brad missing pit road?
I wasn't sure if that was a TJ deal or not.
I think it's a Brad deal.
TJ,
I'm gonna hold off.
Fair
'Cause
enough. Fair.
I'll say, let's say, what do you think TJ's going to come in here and say?
Oh, I don't know. I saw him yesterday, and he spoke to me like he was a team player. He's like, yeah, could have done better on that.
He's not gonna say it's Brad's fault 100% though.
Oh, I didn't think. I thought we'd never hear TJ claim any responsibility.
Maybe that's why he told me and then took the week off.
That's why he's not here, because he doesn't want to have to.
Yeah.
take
Yeah, he's
ownership
at
of
home
it.
right now. No, he's not. He's not. He doesn't ditch.
Has that ever happened to you, Dale? Or like, how does that happen?
I mean, it could happen in a number of ways. Either the information, somebody could talk over the top of somebody, and the information doesn't get to the driver, and he doesn't know what to do. The spotter could give you the wrong information, tell you to come down pit road when it's closed, when it's tell you it's open. Come on. The crew chief could make the call. I mean, there's multiple ways of how that could happen accidentally, and we were all dumbfounded when it did, and we could stand there and go, "Wow, what a bunch of idiots! Look at the 6. How do you screw that up?"
Yeah.
But it happens. It can happen in to the best, And man, well, I remember one of the dumbest things. I think it's Bristol. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this even today. It's so dumb. Caution comes out, going down the back straightaway. Immediately get on the microphone, mash the button, and I'm talking to Tony Jr. and I'm telling him all the things that I want him to fix on the race car. It's too loose, this. It's too. I think we could do this. I'm giving him all this great information, man. I'm like, oh man, I'm really helping here. We're gonna get this car adjusted and we're gonna haul ass. And I get off the button and he goes, well, all that's great, but I needed you to come down pit road with everybody else.
Oh.
And I had talked on the microphone all the way around the racetrack, past the entrance to pit road, and missed the opportunity to come and pit.
God.
And I knew it because I'm watching everybody go down pit road, and I'm like, what the? And it's just a, dumb mistake. But, those things can happen.
It's like when you're like in a long phone call and like you miss your exit, just like driving down the. Oh man, yeah, that is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Happens to the best.
Well, that is a good place to wrap Ask Junior this week. It was a lot of fun, but thanks to our friends at Xfinity. Yeah,
Thank you, Xfinity. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. I hope you'll listen to the rest of the show. We have, we had Connor Zilisch on to talk about the Xfinity win, Chase Briscoe, and also listen to the White Flag. There's some good information about all the content we have going out this week. And also at the end of the White Flag, you'll learn about the next episode of Becoming Earnhardt that's coming out on Sunday. We've got the 4th episode coming out. We're focusing on the 1980 season. It's really good this year. You guys got to check it out. I'm pretty pumped about it. So anyhow, thank y'all. I've had a great weekend at Pocono, getting ready and geared up for TNT and Atlanta and all that good stuff. So a lot of work to do this week. But we'll see you. Thank you, Xfinity, for supporting the Ask Junior segment. Be sure to check out Xfinity Wi-Fi. Experience the booming speeds for yourself. It's fast, and as NASCAR fans, we love everything quick. And just choose the right plan for yourself, and you're off to the races. You're streaming everything you need. NASCAR, all your favorite sports. And they don't raise the bar. They stream in overdrive. They're a proud premier partner of NASCAR. Thank you, Xfinity, and we'll see y'all later.